Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to Lunch of Sports, episode 9. And tonight we locking in and we definitely lunching on a lot of hot topic, spicy sports debates. We got KD versus CP3 and locked in on luncheon. We got Shakur Stevenson's elaborate win from some, struggle to win against an electrician for others. We got Deebo Samuels, man. Deebo requested a trade from the 49ers and much more. Also, we got crazy views from the crew. Segment covering NFL's tush push ban, the unrivaled league, women's 3-on-3 and 1v1 basketball, and Wemby's health concerns. And you already know we closing it out with luncheon moments of the week and our final Tank versus Lamont hot topic debate, man. With the fight coming next Saturday, we gonna put our gloves on and tug along who we think is gonna actually win the fight. Glad y'all locked in. Time to get to lunch.
Don't let this be lawful.
First up on Locked In and Luncheon, we got Kevin Durant and Chris Paul. Have been teammates, they've been rivals, and now it seems like they on bad terms again. Is this a legit beef? Or is this just overblown? Y'all know CP3's leadership style. Y'all know KD's histories with teammates. And y'all know, based off if y'all seen the clip, what actually sparked the feud. So is this real drama, y'all? Or is this just another case of media twisting things up? Who's in the wrong here? Kevin Durant or CP3?
I want to say CP3 in the wrong, man. He like to antagonize people, man, and he not even prime CP3 like he used to be. Talking to KD kind of crazy, but KD he gonna stand up for himself. Little man CP3. But yeah, I think it's kind of overblown though a little bit. I think it's just basketball competition type talk. Nothing too crazy.
I agree. I mean, I think, CP3 done had the little man syndrome for a minute. But, it wasn't anything serious, just the normal back and forth that you see in the game. They do know each other, so there's a little bit of history. But other than that, really nothing much. I mean, we seen CP3 all talk. I remember Rondo going upside his head, but outside of that, he ain't really been busy about nothing else. So it is what it is.
I think I'm going to take a different angle here because most of these basketball players to tell you CP3 an asshole. And the fact that they have history and the fact that they played together, Kevin Durant has a little more inside like relationship with him. So he know how much of an asshole he is. He told him, man, you know who I am. I'm Kevin Durant. But I don't think it's overblown. I think it might be a little bit of real beef because it's like, you CP3, you claim to be one of the best point guards of all time. You came over to Phoenix with me and you couldn't help us get it done. And now you over in San Antonio and you fucking that shit up too. You know what I mean? I think it's a little bit of real beef.
They overblowing it, man. They are CP3 known to talk trash, man. KD, he just ain't having none of that for real.
So pretty much we got a general consensus that we feel like it's just pretty much all hype. Is it due to their ages and do y'all feel like their teams are not contenders that makes the beef just not spicy?
Well, hold on. Before y'all go, I'll say this. I don't think it's all hype. It ain't Carmelo KG beef. Like when Melo went to wait in the motherfucking tunnel and was like, Garnett like, come on, Melo, over a basketball game. You know what I'm saying? It ain't that kind of beef because I think neither one of them niggas will throw hands, to be honest.
Right. It's just irrelevant because niggas know they ain't about to fight for real.
Yeah. It ain't Charlie Ward putting hands on my boy Kobe.
Two different times in their career. Like KD's still relevant.
Right.
Like relevant in the source that like he could.
Nah, he's still relevant compared to CP3.
Compared to CP3, yeah, but if they both was in their prime, putting up the numbers they used to put up, then yeah, this might be something bigger. You know what I mean? But for the simple fact that none of these guys ain't making the playoffs, they not doing nothing for real. It's just a one game type of thing, and we're gonna forget about this shit next week.
Yeah,
All
more than
right.
likely. I think more than likely.
More than likely.
Yeah, I think more than likely I think he might be correct on that. It's gonna be like battle rap. Uh, uh, a week of talking about it, and then this shit is over with.
Next up, Debo Samuels once out, but does he still have that top tier value, or is his time as an elite wide receiver slash hybrid running back? Oh, first of all, we would love to know why he wants out. Is it money? Is it usage? Is it locker room issues? Which we've seen nothing of the sort. Is he still a game changer? What would the 49ers future look like without Debo? And also, will the trade even happen? Is Debo still that guy, or are teams better off letting somebody else pay him?
In my opinion, I think that, the best ability is availability, in my opinion. And I think that is what diminishes his current value is the fact that he's just injury prone. How does the offense look without him? Not as creative. You still have McCaffrey, who you can put in different positions to be that Swiss Army knife. Unfortunately, he's also injury prone. But do you pay somebody top dollar to be a top dollar wide receiver when you just paid the guy on the opposite side to be a top wide receiver and he's injury prone? I don't know if you do that. You let somebody else pay him and hopefully, he can be healthy on the next team. That's my opinion if I'm somebody in San Francisco making those types of decisions.
So what does the offense look like without Debo? I think a lot better actually because you're gonna be paying less money to somebody who's gonna be playing more. You're not gonna be spending a whole lot of money on somebody who ain't even on the fucking field. Like he said, availability being the best ability. Why he wants out is that's the I think that's the real question. It's clearly he don't believe in something going on with the organization, whether it's player personnel or it can't be money because he ain't on the goddamn field enough to want more money. But I think it's going. I think they're gonna be better off without him. I think that trade goes through. I hope they get rid of him and get somebody in there that can stay on the field for them.
Man, Debo. First, Debo. I mean, the offense gonna look better without him. I mean, like you say, he can't stay healthy. He ever since he got that check, it's like he just be injury prone. You can find somebody, you can find a little gadget player for real to do what he was doing. It ain't like he won them a Super Bowl or something doing what he was doing. So I mean, you need wide receivers out there. I mean, they got the little white boy out there. He might do something. They got the I forgot the other wide receiver, but Brandon Ayuk is their wide receiver one. Like that's what you paid that money for him for. Like, and plus the 49ers, all it is like a little system. Like I said, you can fit somebody into what Debo is doing. Like you can throw somebody in there doing that. Like, and then I think Debo just not happy because he's not the man like he was. That one season that he was showing off.
I think everybody need to put some respect on Debo name. Um, I think I think what people fail to realize, we see it all the time. People healthy for who they really want to play for. We seen McCaffrey be called injury prone and then play a good 2 solid years with the 49ers and not get injured as much. Saquon Barkley was injured damn near every year for the New York Giants. And as soon as he came to Philly, he went off. I feel like you give Debo Samuel, who's been playing with a quarterback that they took from Walmart somewhere, and a quarterback before that wasn't elite for real. Well, not I'm not gonna say not elite, but Kaepernick was more of a runner than more of a person that can throw the actual ball. So you
Nah,
give
you
him
talking
somebody
Jimmy Garoppolo.
with Jimmy Garoppolo. Sorry about that. Yeah, but still, same thing. Jimmy throwing crazy interceptions. You know what I'm saying, like he wasn't accurate. My point is, give Debo an actual quarterback, and I think you will see an elite wide receiver. And y'all need to put more respect on Debo name, and you can get him for cheap right now.
I mean, I don't think
I
elite.
second Dre's notion. Put some respect on Debo's name. These
I
niggas is
don't.
crazy.
I
I
ain't
I'm
don't.
mad. I
lunching,
ain't
Dre.
mad at.
Hold on.
I'm not mad at that,
I
right?
didn't disrespect him at any. I don't think I disrespected him at all by saying
I
that he's
might have.
injury prone because he is injury prone. That's an actual fact. Now, also my statement about McCaffrey. that took a lot of his touches away by bringing in McCaffrey. Somebody who, why do you need a Swiss Army knife out of the backfield when you have Christian McCaffrey to hand the ball off to and to pass the ball to out of the backfield? You pretty much limit Debo to a slot position and then gadget plays from here to there because you have McCaffrey at that point. So
They
with
the same.
another
They're
player,
really the same player. They just started different positions.
But
right?
listen though,
And
all right,
McCaffrey's
but
a little
listen,
stronger.
yo, but
But that's
listen
not
though,
disrespect to him, though.
I might have
we
disrespected him though. I ain't gonna lie.
listen.
I might
I
have.
still think we lunching.
We.
The, well,
Maybe.
no, well, you know, I still
I'm about to
think
say
some of the
you.
panelists
I'm
is
about to say
lunching.
you think we lunching,
Yeah,
not yourself, but yeah.
but all right. So the reason why I think that is because you got to remember who you got at quarterback. The same way that we like to save quarterbacks, you like to get them dinking and dunking, running the ball to try to take some of the pressure off him not really having an arm. That's what McCaffrey was for. But that also, like you just said, AJ, took touches away from Debo Samuel. But
Right.
you had to make it that way. But that doesn't mean Debo not elite. Debo is still
Exactly.
elite.
But
He
the
just
whole
My
he
boy
point,
had my boy
you
had
know,
3
you don't
touchdowns,
pay
the
him.
7
ball had
You,
touchdowns, 2
McCaffrey because
touchdowns.
to save your boy who couldn't throw the fucking ball back there for real. You know what
right.
I'm saying?
But do you pay
Like,
everybody? You
he
you
said he's
you
a
you
game
do you
manager.
pay him or do you pay two motherfuckers?
Do you pay who?
Because he
Do
making
you
like
pay
what?
Debo or do you
He
pay
making
two
like 70
motherfuckers?
million for 3 years. That's a lot
Like
of
Honestly,
you
I
that's a
don't
lot of
pay.
think.
paper.
Honestly, I don't think you pay. Me personally, I don't think you pay Purdy or Debo. Me personally,
Okay.
but
They're gonna pay Purdy
why?
because he's the
What?
quarterback. He's the quarterback. They're gonna pay him.
It's not
I
like
mean,
Debo was down this jump just burning Bama's down the field. Like he
Listen,
catching like quick
we
slants
seen what
and
we seen
going.
what Purdy looked like when everybody got injured last year. Purdy
Right.
was looking bad.
Most quarterbacks who aren't mobile are gonna look bad when everybody gets injured, except for the elite.
minus Tom Brady.
McCaffrey been saving that boy for 2 years. Is what I'm saying to you, bro.
I
Ain't got
agree.
shit to do with. Yeah, he been saving that boy. When
Yeah,
McCaffrey went
I
out,
agree.
Debo only
But
had
we
McCaffrey's
now
still on the
Debo
we
only
team.
now
had
get to see what Purdy's
Debo only
McCaffrey's
really
had
still
doing.
on the
12
team. So
touchdowns
do you
since
pay
McCaffrey got
Debo
it.
or do you pay two other receivers?
At this point in time, the
I'm not
injury
paying
that
Debo.
McCaffrey had last year, that he had to go overseas to get them to clear, I don't trust that shit. I'm
Yeah.
not. I'm.
And you
I
trust
don't
Debo.
think. I don't think McCaffrey goes too much longer at all. Like he might be done soon. So you
McCaffrey
really
plays
talk
next
about
year. He's gonna play next year though.
is he gonna be
So
healthy, bro?
is Debo. You can't
It's
answer
Debo.
that question for neither one of these niggas.
Why can't I, bro? Here's the thing, bro. Like
Debo is not a he's
you
injury prone.
healthy for but some niggas is healthy for who they want to be healthy with. We just seen
And
that from
obviously he don't want to be healthy for them since
exactly. So
McCaffrey
move,
got there. You
Debo
so
got
trust
move,
shot hamstrings, yo.
so move him. But you saying that until he goes to somewhere like
Hey,
Kansas City and cook next year,
that's
and
cool
then
because
McCaffrey,
he's
and
gonna
then
get the
then
touches
you
that
then
he's
gonna
not
dial
gonna
that
get in
shit
San
back.
Francisco.
Then you gonna
McCaffrey
dial
and
that
D.
shit,
Listen, McCaffrey
or
and
he gonna
Debo
go,
could
or he gonna go to a
Y'all gotta
Baltimore and
take
cook
turns.
next year, and then y'all gonna dial that shit back. Be careful the
McCa-
way y'all talking, because I'm gonna tell Fire to bring the footage back up next year.
And you're
McCaffrey.
gonna hear exactly what I said,
Be
right?
careful.
Bring. I'm not slandering. He could go somewhere else and ball the fuck out. He's not gonna ball the fuck out to the same level because McCaffrey is still there taking his touches.
Bro, they had a
If
He
combined 3
needs to go
touchdowns.
somewhere else. He hasn't been disgruntled until McCaffrey got there.
How many touches you think McCaffrey gonna get coming back from off the injury that he's coming from?
How
Like
many
10 to
touches you
15.
think Debo gonna get?
They're gonna dial his touches back because they don't want him getting injured, the same type of injury that he's coming off of. The
But
touches that you think he's gonna
if
get, he's not
anything,
gonna
he'll
get.
have more receiving touches than he does running touches to limit his hits inside of the line of scrimmage.
His
He'll be more
receiving
out
and
of the
running
receiver.
touches was always somewhat even anyway. He wasn't a Derrick Henry that you handed the ball 30 times a game. He always had even amount of receiving and running
And not
touches.
even he's always ran the ball more than he went out on routes. He just didn't come off the field because he could do everything.
I don't know. He only had 3 seasons where he had over 200 rushing attempts.
I ain't got the stats on me, G. So
Right.
I
Now,
ain't
I
got,
got him.
But he's a duality player.
I got
Right, 'cause
him
he
in,
could
I
catch
got
the
him in, I got him in front of me, and he's only had 3 seasons where he had over 1,000 yards, and each of those 3 seasons he needed over 200 touches, and
But I'm
that's
saying
his thing
you're
was
gonna judge him by singular running backs, and then you're gonna judge him against singular wide receivers.
Yeah, but
You
my,
think
my
that's
whole
genuine?
point is like, so if I have a running back who can catch the ball out of the backfield, I can throw the ball and get those same short yardage plays with him. 3 yards is 3 yards.
like a Marshall Falk kind of guy.
Right.
and
Wait, who
touches
you
is
got?
But even
touches. Do you risk that, bro? Do you risk injury? when he's
That's
coming
what
off
that's
the
what they've been
previous
doing. That's what everybody who he's played for has done.
But that's what I'm saying. The way they use him is going to make him. It's going to make anybody of
Yeah.
his stature injury prone.
Right.
It's not.
Yeah.
I
It's not
agree.
he's injury prone. Like anybody
Yeah.
that's in that type of setup is going to be injury prone.
Right, where they
He's
don't
a
like
big boy.
they don't like taking him off the field.
Yes,
I
he's
think
a
they
big
Like
got
boy. Who,
Debo
like you
is the
said,
perfect player to play
Yes.
with him because Debo can spell him on some of those short yardage receptions and shit.
and to Bravo's
But they
point,
both cost top tier money.
you think they scheming for Ayuk over Debo?
They're not.
I think no, I
Ayuk's a
think
better wide
I
receiver
think
than him.
Ayuk is the actual wide receiver. I think Debo's the Debo is the underneath slot kind of guy. Like
Quick
Wow.
slants,
they're scheming for both
screens.
of them. They're scheming for
Debo
both.
a big receiver.
So I like how y'all pretty much change our twitch on Debo. Appreciate you, Dre. Dre had to put the gloves on for a second, man. Speaking of gloves, man. Next up, Shakur Stevenson was expected to dominate, but he barely stopped the last-minute opponent. Was this just an off night, or did this expose weaknesses? A lot of fans felt like Shakur, with that late replacement, should have stopped him at least early 4 or 5 rounds. They felt like them stopping him with a TKO at the 9th round was too stretched out. Did he underestimate his opponent? Is this a sign of decline and him actually having pillow hands? Is the public reaction just hating and fan backlash? Or what's next for Shakur is what's best for Shakur? I want the panel to let me know how y'all feel about Shakur's last performance.
Hey, I think it was just a slow night, but the whole pillow hands. I mean,
Yeah, it took me.
my man. Hey, if my man, if he ain't got the striking ability, he ain't got the striking ability. I mean, you know, sometimes you underestimate your opponents here and there, though. Yeah, I think it was just a slow night, though.
I don't want to say I want to judge that fight for what it was, and not outside of that fight. So if I'm looking at that fight, he put on a hell of a performance. He was going to his body, he was hurting him. We could say it was a slow night, but the way he dominated the fight, how can we really say it was a slow night for real? Our problem is we keep judging him on what's next and then what's in front of him at that moment in time. If we judging him for what's in front of him, regardless of how short the time the dude that took the fight, you got to judge that both ways. Shakur he's training for another guy, and now this guy is taking the fight. He has to adjust his style to the new guy that's taking the fight on short notice. So it's an unexpected person that you wasn't expected to fight.
I'm gonna say this. I think it was a very good night for Shakur. He's not a knockout artist. He's not Tank. He's not some of these hard hitting fighters that that you see. Shakur is a superb boxer, and if you look at the guy he fought, yeah, it was a late notice. Dude, filled in at the last minute. But if you look at his body and you look at what I'm saying? Just look at the surrounding things. If you look at his arms and his body, dude was in shape and he came to fight. And he was also an undefeated fighter. So I don't think it was an off night for Shakur. What I do think is every time I seen him hit the guy with some hard stuff, he was shaking his hands as if his hands was hurting. Everybody knows hands is damaged. But other than that, I think he had a good night. It was a good night of boxing. If I love the sweet science of boxing. I don't have to see a knockout to enjoy a fight, but some people do. But that's my take on it.
To be honest,
Haterade.
it went exactly how I thought it was gonna go. I didn't see any other I didn't see the fight going any other way. I expected it to be a late round knockout. I thought that he would break him down over time, and that's what happened. You know what I'm saying? Do I think he could have got him out of there a little earlier? Absolutely. That's not in his nature. That's not what he does. But definitely, for what it was, I think he had a solid performance. Nothing more, nothing less. I don't think it was great. I don't think it was awful. I just think he handled business, did what he was supposed to do in that situation. That's my take.
Yeah, I just want to say that the chat was singing a whole different tune prior to whatever time we just started shooting. But
Not true. Go back and
we were singing a different tune. We get there
not
when
true.
we get to the floor. We'll get there when we get to the floor. Josh Pedley, let's talk about him. Like I said prior to the fight, he was a virtually unknown, but he was an undefeated fighter. As Darius said, you could tell that he was in shape. You could tell that he came to fight. He wasn't on no bullshit. He didn't come in there to lay down. He didn't take a dive and none of that shit. His prior fight, he was the same. He was in the same predicament damn near. He was the underdog versus an undefeated fighter, and he came out, got the victory, looked good, and he just went up against a superb boxer. Like Pedley said, he said, you don't know what you got with Shakur until you really in the ring with him. He was like, his jab, I couldn't get past his jab. It's like every time he jabbed, I seen it, but I couldn't get out the way of it. You know what I'm saying? He said he even said the same shit I've been saying about Shakur for the longest, bro. He has excellent judge of distance, space. He knows where he at. He knows where he want to be. He gonna show you how to work the ring, and he don't have to knock you out. But for the barely stopping him, that's bullshit. Can we please stop with the bullshit? He knocked him down 3 times, all body shots. Yes, he did hurt his hands. He hurt both his hands in the 3rd round. So for those who say you wish you could have got him out of there earlier, so does he. We all wish he could have got him out of there earlier, but he having issues with his hands. He need to get somewhere with Floyd, sit down and have him explain to him how he managed his hands for the rest of his career. Because right now, that's pretty much going to be a problem with Shakur from here on out. But it was a great night. He did what he was supposed to do. He looked amazing. He showed his defensive prowess. He showed his counter-punching ability. He showed that, all right, y'all want me to press the gas. Y'all want me to stop these people I'm supposed to stop. So I'm going to go in here. I'm going to stop them. And that's exactly what he did. But yes, the chat was singing. No, the chat was singing a different tune.
What was the chat?
Niggas talking about, oh, man. Oh, he could have finished him way earlier. Oh, but
I think he could have.
But I ain't see the fight.
I said that.
But I ain't see the fight yet. I'm like, yo, how you arguing and debating me about some shit you ain't even watched with your eyes yet? You feel me?
Right.
Like Darius said, clearly he watched the fight because he said he seen him hit him with some shots, some hard shots. See him wincing, see him shake that little left hand every now and then. A couple times he hit him with the right to the body. You know, he pulled back a little bit. He said, Shakur said out his mouth, he hurt his head, both his hands in the 3rd round. He said he wanted to step on the gas about round 5, 6, but by then he was like, I had to slow down until I could get my feeling back in my hands. But keep going.
Nothing in the fight surprised me at all. That's why before I watched the fight, I had already anticipated exactly what the fuck happened in the fight. Then I watched the fight, and it was the same fucking thing. Like, yes, he could have got him out of there.
Right.
He definitely could have got him out of there earlier. You saw
now when he hurt his hands though.
I feel like the public just be giving Shakur a hard time for no reason.
Yeah, brittle cookie hand ass, man.
Nah, you know what? Hey, Darius, this is why they give him a hard time, right? Because everybody love Tank, bro. They love Tank so much that they always want to compare. They always want to compare how Tank does in his fights and how he finishes fights versus how Shakur finishes his fights.
I'm tell y'all though, a boxer, a super boxer beat a puncher every time.
Every fucking time.
Yeah, but all right.
Because
not if the super boxer got sunflower seeds.
He wasn't fighting a puncher. The truth about that is we really don't know. But he wasn't fighting a puncher. With him, we don't know.
Who you saying?
I'm talking about Tank. If him versus Tank.
Right.
Yeah, Tank got skill too.
Yeah, he got skill.
He don't box like Shakur. Nobody right now.
If I crack like Tank crack, I don't have to fight like Shakur.
If you fight Shakur, you will have to have some type of understanding of distance and space.
Nobody boxes like Shakur.
That somebody who fight niggas with the length differences that Tank has fought. Niggas with arm reach differences that Tank has fought. Bigger
Tank
niggas
ain't fought nobody like Shakur.
Bro. He's fought nobody who's a master at judging distance and space.
He fought them chins like Shakur.
Who?
Tank.
Who you seen rock Shakur? Like, stop what you doing.
Tank will rock that nigga.
Oh,
I agree. I can rock that.
Listen, this is what I don't understand.
I don't want to compare Tank. If you go to
Darius, I go through this all the time with these fools.
No, it's cool.
I'll ask a question and they'll say some old other shit.
Go ahead, bro.
Nobody. But then I'll ask your question.
Bro, nobody can't. Hey, bro, it's another level when you in there with young. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I'll answer your question with a question. Who has Shakur fought with power like Tank?
Who? Nobody.
So
who has hit him with power like Tank?
Right,
bro.
If the nigga don't got the power, how you gonna hit him?
It don't matter.
But when have you seen him get hit though?
That's the same. We both asking the same
Tank
questions
is
that
an
ain't that's
elite
only that's
field
gonna
fucking
only
Yeah.
get
We see
answered
Tank.
I
if
will
they
We see
get in the
I
Tank get
will
ring.
hit all
say
the time.
the difference for me is
We don't see Shakur get hit.
I've seen Tank get hit and then he realized that you don't got power and he
Uh-huh.
start walking the fuck
You
down
can't
that
do
bitch.
that with Shakur. It's
But you
not gonna work
can't.
with
Yes,
I'm
him.
you
about to say you
can.
can't do that with
Yes,
Shakur.
he
You
can.
cannot, bro.
You
Yes,
can't
he
walk Shakur
Bro,
can,
down.
bro.
Tank's feet is not. Bro, Tank's
What?
feet is like on a level 7.5. Shakur feet is on a
The
10.8.
So
problem is
Darius,
y'all keep talking to
His
Tank
feet
like
not. His
Darius,
feet
like
not.
he's just a power
His
puncher,
feet
bro. He's
not.
not just a power puncher,
let me
bro.
ask
Bravo,
Darius
you
something.
know he's not just a
Bravo,
power
his
puncher.
feet is not that fast.
Bro.
Darius,
His
He
footwork
I
got
is
said
not
skills,
that fast.
speed.
His
bro.
hands
Darius,
gone.
Go ahead.
Darius, you telling me that there's no way in the world as what you've seen so far. Let me put you right here because you have the most experience on the panel, right? You telling me
For
with
sure.
with everything you've seen from both fighters, is there's no way you can see Tank trapping Shakur at
I
all?
didn't say that. Let me go on the record and say this because I ain't no biased nigga, right? Let me say
It's
this.
cool. Do you think?
Shakur is a superb boxer. From
Right.
that last fight, I seen Shakur. He looked good to me. I ain't have no issue with his performance, right? But
Neither.
I do got issues with these. I
Yeah.
do got issues with those brittle hands. Every time you touch a nigga, you shaking your hand. You can't be in front of no knockout artist shaking your hand after every punch. So I
Right.
got to go Tank way, but that's the only way. That's the only reason.
I still
Because
think even with the hand problems, I still think that he can get off the line when he need to. Yeah, we see him like AJ. I know you're gonna say, oh, all he do is back straight up. That's technically
That's
not.
not what I'm
no,
saying.
let AJ
I,
say what he gonna say. Get your point off,
all
Captain
right,
Bias.
all right. Okay, but that's not all he do. He don't always only back straight up. You'll notice when he doing that backing straight up, it's because he already done took the half step back. Now the hook is coming, a wild ass hook because they frustrated because they can't get to him. So now he taking another half step back right before he take a quick little step forward, hit you with a little something, and then he moving, and then he back on the jab again. Like he don't only back straight up all the time. He
That's some
does
shit.
that after he's off. Huh?
That's some shit Tank said. I don't think he backed straight up all the time. I do
Oh,
not
you
think
just
he's
saying
an
that?
elite
You were just
fighter.
saying that shit to get on my nerves that day. All right, bet.
No, I don't think he's an elite fighter on the back. I said he's not a great fighter on the back foot. I did not say that
Who's
all
not?
he does is back straight
Who?
up.
Who's
Who?
not?
I don't think he's a elite fighter on the back foot.
Who?
Who?
Shakur?
Shakur, yeah.
I
Man,
need
he's smoking, man.
I need the drugs you got, bro. I
Okay.
swear.
Yeah.
Just let me come pick up something.
I,
I'll take a
I
flight.
think at the tier of fighters that he's fighting, that he's
Uh-huh.
solid. But when you go against pressure fighters with
Bro,
power,
he's making
all
these
that
C
shit gone.
plus fighters look like D minus
B
fighters
plus.
to
He's
y'all.
a B fighter.
Hey, gang,
He's
y'all gotta
not
let
an
each
A
other. Y'all
fighter.
gotta let each other finish our point.
Hey, bro, I got to piggyback off you, bro. Right about the hands. One
Mm-hmm.
thing I can say about the hands, bro, like Floyd. I've seen Floyd hurt his hands before in fights. And after the fight, he said, yeah, man, I hurt my brick hand in the first round or the second round.
Mm-hmm.
Shakur shows that
Yeah.
these motherfuckers is fuck. I don't know if I could cuss on here,
Nah, go ahead. Do your
but
thing.
these motherfuckers is fucked up. He hit a
Yeah.
nigga to the body, he shaking his
And
hand.
shaking that jet and
That's
wincing at the
bad.
same
I never
time. Hey, that's
seen
bad.
Floyd go hands that brittle.
Right.
Yeah.
Did y'all
But
see a picture of
Now you
Shakur hands?
Yeah, I even seen him do the little grip strength Joan too.
yeah. But what
Yeah,
I
it's
will
it's
say is
bad.
like the ninth round
Bad.
made sense. The ninth round made sense. After y'all said the third, the
Yeah.
ninth makes sense because by that time your hands are numb up.
Yeah, like that. You'll notice like seven, he started coming on a little bit more, and that's
He
when he
was
really
cracking.
started going. He's like, all right, I
Uh-uh.
gotta go to the body with him. But
Yeah.
but what you were saying about Floyd, right? Like Floyd, I don't really like giving Floyd credit because I ain't really never been a Floyd fan, but I gotta give him the credit because he's so deep in the mental warfare, Floyd, that he might be hurting to the point that Shakur hands was hurting, where he wanna wince and shake them bitches, but he's so deep in that mental warfare that he not gonna show you no sweat. The only sweat you're
And,
gonna see is the sweat that he knocking off your shit.
yes. And one more
Yeah.
thing, then I ain't gonna say nothing else.
Mm,
As a boxing coach, right? You never show the other corner what you going through, right? Let's say if one of like when I'm in the corner with one of my fighters and they tired as a bitch, you need to
right.
stand straight up,
Straight up.
close your mouth, and let yourself know you tired, but don't show them because the other coach gonna say, "Oh yeah, he's shaking
You
his
tired.
hand. Go get
Yeah.
him."
Go get him. Yep. You can walk through him now. Don't worry about getting hit with that shit right
Yeah.
now because he ain't gonna be able to throw it. But one thing with Shakur though, right? It reminded me a lot of like Bud. Is like he got like really good timing with certain shit too. So
He
a lot of
different.
times,
Young and
you say it's different.
No, I
Young
said
and
I
different.
agree.
No, I'm saying young and different. I'm agreeing with you. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Like he got his timing be amazing with some shit, right? So I think sometimes like it's like with baseball, right? A fastball is easier to hit further than like a curveball because the speed is coming at you. So if you got somebody like Tank like to rush in with this shit sometime when he feel like, all right, you can't hurt me. So it's nothing to we watch Benavidez and Morel, right? And people were saying, oh, he knocked him down. I'm telling y'all, no, he tripped over his foot. But just the fact that him coming in to a punch could knock him off balance. You don't have to hurt a nigga to knock him down to score the 10-8 round.
And I think that was the point we was making. I want to ask you one question, Bravo, and then the panel one question before we move on.
All right, go ahead.
When you say a lot of people hate Shakur because they're Tank fans,
Okay.
but I just want to know, do you not think that's credited to Shakur calling Tank out?
Absolutely.
Right. So did you think that those comparisons should be valid?
No.
Once you call out a championship fighter or the face or one of the premier fighters and you're not on that perceived level yet, right? Because he called him out a long time ago, right? And you're not on that perceived level yet. Would you not expect media, fans in the boxing world to hold you to the fighters that you're calling out prestige for the remainder of your career?
Yes, they're prestige, but not the same way they fight. If you watch me fight and you don't see me fighting the same way he fights, you can't compare my fighting style to his fighting style.
But don't you think you
compare my
can? But
prestige
don't you think
to
you
his
can
prestige?
say you? Don't you think as a fan or media or whoever you could say I don't think that style could beat this style?
Oh yeah,
or
of
this
course
guy,
you can. Yeah, you
this
can say
guy,
that.
this style, this camp, etc.
You can say that, of course. Yeah.
All right, now to the panel.
But wait. Do I get to elaborate?
I mean, I thought.
All right, now go ahead. Go to the panel then. Go ahead. To the
no, I
panel.
thought you said yeah.
I said yes, but I would like to elaborate because it's kind of like a trap question. You know what I'm saying? He's like, oh, can we compare? Yes, you can compare them, right? You can compare them all you want, but they don't fight the same way. So for you to say, oh, Shakur can't beat him because he can't punch is insane.
No, he can't beat him because he can't beat him. It doesn't matter. It's all everybody's saying different shit. So don't try to pinpoint me with the he can't beat him because he can't punch.
I'm not trying to.
There's endless.
And that's a fight you're gonna have to see.
Yeah, those are basically. So there's endless opinions on that fight. I was just wanted to let you know when you attack the panel of like a lot of the panel is Tank fans when it comes to the Shakur fight is because they're Tank fans in comparison to the Shakur fight. Like that's as far as it should go in the conversation. And panel with the brittle hands and with the performance y'all seen, do y'all think this same Shakur would have beat Kid Austin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He didn't look bad, bro. He just not a knockout artist. That's the only thing.
Yeah.
He didn't look bad.
That's why
He beat the shit out that nigga, man.
That's why when we was in our chat, I was like, I think Shakur can beat such and such and such and such.
Oh, I already mentioned the
Once we
niggas
start
who I
bringing
think
up
could beat
Tank,
Shakur.
once we start bringing up Tank,
AJ, let me hear.
I don't know.
Bro, this dude said Devin Haney could beat Shakur. What the fuck? He said Teofimo can beat Shakur.
Yep.
The
I don't agree with none of that.
Yeah, you
though.
tripping, bro.
Bro,
Bro, he
he
beat
said-
the brakes
I don't
off
agree
them
with
niggas, bro.
He's gonna fight one of them niggas before Tank.
Bro, Devin Haney is the original pillow hands, Mr. Email champion, bro. Devin Haney is not on Shakur level. He lost to Ryan Garcia, who couldn't throw shit but a left hook.
We'll see.
And he fought the nigga 6 times in life already. They shared the ring 6 times prior to.
I think y'all underestimating Shakur's skills because he's not a knockout artist, bro.
Thank you,
Not
bro.
because
He's not an Olympian for no reason, bro. He
Right,
on
silver
another
medalist.
level with this shit right here. I'm telling you.
All right, we'll see.
I think
I
a
like
lot of people
knockouts too, but
I think in
Silver
these,
I think I'm
medalist.
thinking knockouts.
3
I'm not
division
thinking knockouts.
champion.
I think in
Okay,
the lunch
hold on,
and
wait.
sports
if you ain't thinking
atmosphere,
knockouts,
guys,
then what are you thinking?
guys, I think in the lunch and sports atmosphere, a lot of the panelists, based off the consensus of the conversation, is they don't think he can beat Tank, and they don't think he has fought nobody like Tank. I think that's the general consensus.
Tank haven't fought nobody like Tank.
Oh yeah, that too.
I mean, that's cool though, but that's
Hey, look,
even
hold on, can
further
I
to
say
the
something?
point.
Real
Yes,
quick,
go
real
ahead.
quick.
Yeah.
I seen a post, right? This just some off topic funny shit, right? It's a post that said Tank said Lamont is not from DC.
DC.
And
Oh yeah,
somebody
not,
said he ain't from 135 either.
damn, that is crazy. Oh, that is
What
crazy.
That's
is
the
taking him,
funniest
bro?
shit that
Hey,
I've
look,
seen, bro.
hey, Tank and Lamont, gonna be a hot topic. So
Yeah,
let's
it's
not do
coming
too
up.
much Tank on the Shakur. Let's run through views from the crew, man. Up next, views from the crew is NFL voting on the tush push ban. Should it be outlawed? The NFL is considering banning the tush push. Is it ruining the game? Or should teams just learn how to stop it? Is it injury concerns versus competitive strategy? Is banning it unfair to teams that perfected it, like the Super Bowl champions Philadelphia Eagles? Will removing it change any type of game outcome? Should the NFL ban the tush push, or should defenses just figure it out?
Honestly, I think the league is lunching. I think it's a cop out. If you don't have niggas who can execute the play equally, then go get niggas who can do it. Like your quarterback don't have to run the motherfucking play. If your quarterback is small, you can have a bigger quarterback execute the play. If your offensive linemen are big enough, strong enough to do it, get some bigger, stronger offensive linemen. Like I think it's a cop out for them to try to eliminate a play that's successful just because it's successful. That's really it. Like, does the injury data actually support that? I didn't see too many niggas get injured, ending injuries, season ending injuries off of the tush push. I didn't see that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe the data will show otherwise. But that's their only argument that they have is that their injuries. It shouldn't be something because somebody perfected a play and y'all can't stop it. I think that's messed up.
Man, niggas just need to man up. Okay. It's not like we ain't seen a tush push be stopped before. Like, even back when Troy Polamalu was jumping over top of the line and shit, stopping niggas and stuff. Like, you gotta man up. Like, mano y mano. If you're not strong enough, you're not strong enough, man. You ain't the league becoming soft, man. Nah, man. Keep the tush push, man. Like my man said, it ain't got to be your quarterback that does it. You can get your tight end to do it. You can get a running back to do it. Like, come on, man. Let's be serious about this.
Yeah, I swear we done seen AFC. I want to say it was Buffalo had Kincaid do it, or was it Kansas City that had a tight end?
I think it was Kansas City.
Kansas City. Yeah. Oh, that's why they want to ban it. Oh, duh. Hey, ding, ding, ding. We done came to the epiphany, fellas. They want to ban it because the black nigga is way more successful than the white nigga doing. That's it.
Hold
That's
up,
all.
the second nigga was the second nigga who is they do it most is Buffalo.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Josh
saying? So
Allen.
it's Josh Allen. So it's not just that. It's just
Yeah.
these big strong quarterbacks. Like it is what it
I
is.
look at it like this though, for real. Like I look at it like this. If we're gonna ban the tush push, we need to ban the inside dive. We need to ban anything with the defensive line and the offensive line collide. Cause it ain't no injuries coming from that shit, man. Ain't no injuries coming from that shit.
I think they're lunching if they thinking about banning the touch push. I kind of agree with Bravo a little bit, but not really about the black and white shit. It's more about them being the champions and beating the Kansas City Chiefs. I think it's more of a protection for Patrick Mahomes, giving him something less to deal with in the league also. So that's my opinion on that. But yeah, I think if the Eagles would have lost somewhere in the divisional rounds, they wouldn't be talking about this shit. It's because they won the championship and they tush pushed their way to a chip, and also ran Saquon Barkley on their way to a chip as well.
They definitely lunching. Only reason I'm gonna say they lunching because everybody haven't mastered the tush push. You got some people that do it and fail miserably. Now, if the whole league, every single person that got on the 1 yard line did the tush push and it worked, now I'd be like, I think this is getting out of hand. But everybody don't have it perfected. I feel like Philly is probably one of the best teams that got it, and I don't think it's fair to take it away from them because they doing a good job, and it's coming from a Cowboys fan. I feel like you should keep it. That's my take on it.
I'm 100% with it
What
though.
you what you feel about the NFL trying to ban the tush push? Don't?
I think that it's a bunch of losers that's mad. That's what I believe. Because I've personally seen other teams try it and fail. So, because y'all can't do it and we can, and you want to ban it, that sounds like when the NBA created that 3 point, was it the 3 second rule because of Walt Chamberlain? It's like you can't stop it now. You want to make up a new rule or you want to ban it? Fuck out of here. That's how I feel. fix it. Y'all can't stop it. I'm gonna keep doing it. It's just like right. If I run the ball every single down with uh, Derrick Henry and I gain 80 yards every single time he touches the ball, do I stop him from touching the ball? Do y'all ban him? Stop it. That's how I feel.
All right. The unrivaled league is already paying players more than the WNBA. Could this league be what finally levels the playing field for women's basketball? Will Unrivaled attract top tier WNBA players, as we've seen Rakia Jackson, Angel Reese, and others already playing in the one-on-ones and 3v3s? Do y'all feel like Asia Wilson and Caitlin Clark should participate in the Unrivaled League? And do y'all also think this could force the WNBA to increase their salaries, with the women from the Unrivaled League getting paid more than a lot of the WNBA players? So is the Unrivaled League a game changer, or is it just another league that's not gonna last?
Couple things with that, right? So it could go one of two ways, right? I think Caitlin Clark and Asia Wilson, I think they make enough off sponsorships. They're not really hurting for paper, right? So a lot of these girls that are jumping in this league, I think a lot of them are not getting the sponsorships or the paychecks that they want. So they going trying this new element. But also what I think is going to happen, I think is going to be like with some of these NFL contracts, some of these players aren't allowed to drive certain type of vehicles. Like Ben Roethlisberger, I think his last contract had a clause in it where he wasn't allowed to ride his motorcycle during the football season or whatnot, off season only. I think it's going to be if they can't coincide together. I think it's going to be a situation where some of the top players are going to have in their contracts where they're not allowed to participate in both.
I definitely think two things can be true. I think both I think they're not going to last, but I also do think they're going to push the WNBA to pay their players more. At the end of the day, the ratings for the WNBA skyrocketed last year with the Caitlin Clark and the Angel Reese. A lot more eyes was on the WNBA, so I think they're revenuing good enough to actually increase their salary. Also, they got to do something. I mean, players are going overseas during the off season. WNBA got one of the longest off seasons out of all sports. Like they don't play again until June from getting out in like September. It's crazy. So and then their seasons are super short because they don't have a lot of teams. Increasing the salary is pretty much the best way to go.
I'm gonna say this. I don't really know too much about the new league, but I will say that I think it would help push the WNBA if they was getting paid more because obviously the WNBA has a big name. It don't have the funding like obviously like the regular NBA do, but I feel like as y'all said, the ratings has skyrocketed since the new, the up and coming ones, Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark, all of them had entered the NBA. So I believe in the future the WNBA will be having $1 million contracts. And I don't think it's far from behind. I think it's gonna flip. I think the what you call like the sponsorships and everything that they getting their sponsorships is paying them more than their NBA salary. I think that's gonna change in the future as well. That's my take.
One is the fact a lot of people don't think with a business owner mindset when it comes to the W. I don't think a lot of people think with a business mindset when it comes to the WNBA, right? So if I own a company, I don't care about no teams, I don't care about none of that shit. If I own a company and I invest $30 million into this company and every year I only gain $32 million, that means I only gain $2 million off of this company. America is built on just that alone, companies and ownership. So if I own a company and it's only doing this, why should I give that? I get what people are saying, but if you physically look at the book and it shows that I'm the owner and I physically only make this set amount of money, why should I give Angela Reese what Kobe makes? That doesn't work. It's just, what I'm saying, facts of the matter of if you're looking at the books. I'm not talking about morals, none of that. Man, women, none of that. And the second thing is, I believe that Charleston White was right. And that is the WNBA players will make way more money with OnlyFans than they will ever step a foot on the court. And I don't mean that in a disrespectful way. It's just fact. And that's what America is ownership. If my business only puts out, if my business puts out a certain amount of money and only takes in a certain amount of money, why should I spend more than what I'm making? That's just me.
Just like my bro just said, what I think is going to happen is the WNBA is going to they're going to end up joining these things because, like my man said, they got the longest off season. So, like, what are they really doing on their off time? Right. So, what I can see happening is during the off season, they end up joining these leagues together, letting these girls play 3-on-3. The WNBA going to end up, throwing a little bit of money out there for them, trying to get their brand up and continue. This might be like probably like a summer going into the winter type thing, going into like the NBA season almost. But man, right now that 3-on-3 stuff is killing it. It's just what it is. You just see these youngers getting cooked up. Like I actually enjoy it more than the WNBA for real.
Just to tap on some of the business aspect that was already mentioned, try not to be too long winded. The WNBA is a wholly owned subsidiary of the NBA, right? So every franchise is partially owned by the NBA, right? So the need for a owner of one of those teams to invest heavily into the squad by itself. Most of these owners are also NBA owners, so let's make sure that's in the atmosphere as well. There's no real need to invest in it. The league is doing it. The league is keeping it afloat. Now there's actual competition and a better product that's actually being displayed. So when you go and watch these games, they're competitive and they're exciting to watch. I think that's a big deal in the fact that most of the investment came from outside of the NBA. We're talking, totally different sectors of people, investing, 30, $40 million in this league, this startup league. And that's just in the first year. We'll see what type of investments happen once they, open up investing, after the season is done. I think it's going to be competitive. Competitive. It's going to force the WNBA during the next collective bargaining agreement, which is going to happen, I believe, this summer because the players have already opted out. We'll see if that pushes them to play more. Also, it's a league that takes place during the WNBA offseason. The WNBA started to put more restrictions on players going overseas to play. Now, okay, cool. We don't have to go overseas. We can stay home and play in this league and make more money than we make in our primary league. So it just provides another option for the ladies in the league. They don't have to go overseas. After Brittany Griner, they needed to find another way to make money in the offseason because going overseas isn't the safest thing to do, as they saw. So now they're able to make more money at home playing for a league that's not the WNBA. It's not a good look for their league. You know what I mean? So if they want to take advantage of the higher volume, the higher people watching, and the higher ratings, they're gonna have to pay these ladies. It is what it is.
Hold up, wait. I heard business mentioned. I heard 30 million, 32 million. Are we
Yeah.
forgetting? Are we forgetting that the WNBA itself is still in the red 15, 20
No.
years later?
So you talking about the WNBA? I'm talking about
Yeah,
this
yeah,
new league.
but yeah, no, no, I know. I'm talking about the WNBA specifically, just the WNBA itself, which is like you said, partially owned. Like all of these WNBA teams are getting funded by these NBA teams in their cities. Like we making $200 million in New York off of the Knicks, but we spending 15 million of that 200 profit into keeping this WNBA team afloat. You feel me? The WNBA is in the red. But so if it's going to take place during the off season of the WNBA, I do see the WNBA ratings starting to gain a little more traction if they don't put restrictions on their contracts. Like if they like you said they put restrictions on them going overseas because of the Brittany Griner situation, that makes complete and total sense because like you said, it's not the safest bet for them.
It's
So if
less
they don't,
teams, so
mhm.
all you see are stars.
Yeah, that's good.
You know
And
what
that
I'm saying?
yeah, and that's what you want to do. You want to be able to
Right.
somehow build your stars so your company can start to make profit. Even because America's always been profit over people, and that's never going to change. You feel me? And now if they can feel and even though their people are the ones making their profit, it's always been profit over people. So to your point, putting restrictions because going overseas really ain't safe for them, as we seen with Brittany Griner. I think that in turn, okay, we might be looking at the WNBA starting to get in the black soon if they're going to
Right.
make these stars through this 3-on-3 league.
Or does it look like basketball is going in the black?
No, basketball is gonna be
No,
in the green for
basketball
a
is a
long
global
time.
sport right now. They're making money everywhere.
Yeah,
Even the
just
quality
off
of the
jersey,
sport.
just off jersey sales alone. Fuck ticket sales and TV money. Just off jersey sales alone, bruh.
So
It's the
when we
second.
see uncompetitive all-star games,
Means nothing.
and it means nothing when some of the rebuttals is
Uh-huh.
the players are getting paid so much that they are prioritizing leisure over competitiveness. They don't want to play as much because they want to make more money long. They don't want to play as many games a year because they want to be able to make money longevity because so they could perform in the playoffs and actually be a, you know what I'm saying, a productive piece to the team because we know regular season warriors don't get that much
Shine.
yeah, you know what
I
I'm saying?
I get where you're going. I think eventually you'll see more FIBA style basketball in it. It's gonna take the world whooping our ass at a couple Olympics.
Now I'm saying to translate to the WNBA. Y'all saying the more money the women get, right? The more people gonna watch.
No, I never said that.
I think
I,
the
I
more
keep
I
I
think
keep hearing pay more, pay them more, pay them more,
I
pay
think the
them
not for
more.
me.
quality the
Not for me.
quality of the games are getting better. The
But I'm
talent
asking
is
y'all, if
getting
the
better.
women get more money, will the quality of the games be better? Or if more money is poured into the
The
entity
money
as
just
far as
need to be generated
entertainment,
so that they can get paid.
Right.
as
That's what
far
I
as
think.
This is the
That's
creativity
what
first.
and
I
This
think.
is
etc.
I think, like Darius said, the money. I think, and also to AJ's point, like the league being in the WNBA off season, I think that is going to help create the stars, so that like Darius said, the money being generated is going to allow them to pay these women more. I
to
think
keep them
if they,
playing in the U.S. year
And
round.
can I say something real quick too?
yeah,
I
go
think
for it.
they need to get creative of making the money. These are big business people. So get creative with generating the money, getting more eyes on the WNBA. You
Yeah.
take like somebody like Elon Musk, he know exactly what he doing when it comes to finances and things like that. Do what you got to do to put more eyes on the NBA, whether if it's advertisement, whether it's putting it in the motherfucker face day in and day out, day in and day. Like they put Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark and all these people in our face. That's how we know
But
them.
but even in the NBA, Darius, just to give a small kickback, they cater into the sponsors so much that it's take away from dunk contests because niggas gotta make sure they dunking over certain cars and they putting
Yeah,
certain type of props and shit. When it's like, nigga, just do what the fuck you supposed to do, dog.
yeah.
The
Like,
Nah, nah. If you
I
gonna put
like the
if you gonna put an extra 50 million into my league, make sure it's a kid when you drive that bitch out there.
I like the
Let me get
promotion
that
of the
profit.
stars, man. I like the promotion of the stars. I
Uh-huh.
also think the season need to be longer, me personally, and I
For
think
the
they need more teams.
WNBA.
I think you need to put more teams in the cities that deserve teams. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So that's how I feel about that as well.
uh,
I think you should keep pushing Caitlin Clark, pushing Angel Reese, Aja Wilson's shoe deal is damn near more than her WNBA contract right now. Her shoe deal is crazy. They got to figure out a way to pay them because they like, and for her to even have a shoe deal to begin with means she's doing something right. This
And they
year they've
superstars.
been
I ain't
taking
even gonna
strides.
lie.
Yeah, they've been taking strides this year, so they need to start getting paid like it.
Wimby out for the season and Greg Popovich's blah 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 and Greg Popovich health concern with Victor Wembanyama sidelined for the rest of the season with blood clots. Is this just a precaution or serious long-term concern? What does this mean for Wemby's future, San Antonio's future with Greg Popovich having so many health issues, recently having a stroke, and then where does the Spurs go from here with recently getting my boy De'Aaron Fox, where we thought that was going to be a perfect match with him and Wemby, but it seems like they have a temporary setback, or what do y'all feel like it's a long-term setback?
Top five pick. Top five pick. That's what I'm looking at. Top five pick. Man, don't be surprised these bombers end up getting like they end up swindling and getting like a Cooper flag out this deal or something like this because they not going up. I'm looking at the game right now. They out here getting blown out, you know. Like the team don't even look the same. And my second thing is how they didn't see this blood clock a long time ago. Like they let this man play in the All-Star game, and then a few days later, magically he got a blood clot. Like, man, you done played like half the season, man. Like this just pops up out of nowhere. Like, oh yeah, man, Wemby, he looking gas. He been looking gassed all season. So I was just confused about the whole thing, and I think Pop might be done. They be looking for a coach in the all season, man. Pop can't be doing this no too much longer, man.
I agree. I think Pop might have to hang it up. Just what I'm saying. It's nothing. Having strokes is no joke. Being able to fully recover and be a basketball coach 24/7 with that type of situation going on is really hard. And I mean, he's given his whole life to basketball at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like, as much as it'll be different looking at the league with no Greg Popovich as a coach, man, he deserves to, what I'm saying, still be around when we give him his flowers. I think he's one of the greatest coaches, in American sports. So that's my take on him. Now, as far as Wemby, you want to hope that it's precautionary. But we saw what happened with Chris Bosh, where like this is a perennial All Star, and he had blood clots and he never returned to the game. Like he never played basketball again. So it's definitely a serious condition. When you on blood thinners, you literally can't exert yourself. You cannot go out and do what a professional basketball player has to do every day to be ready to play the game. So definitely a scary situation, and it's worth watching. I think if it's something that he can overcome, he can still be that superstar player that we all envision him being, as long as it's something that's not structural damage. But definitely worth paying attention to.
AJ, man, you hit it right on the nose, man. Definitely shout out to Pop, man. Hall of Fame career, he molded endless champions, man. So spend that time with your family and shit. And, enjoy the rest of your life. When it comes to Wimby, like you said, Chris Bosh went through it. They wouldn't even let that man come back, and he begged to come back. They wouldn't let him do it. So that's definitely something to look at. But I've been preaching this episodes ago about big men that's Wimby's size always have health and injury problems. So I know a lot of people was on Wimby's bandwagon, which he is nice. He's good, but I just don't see somebody that's his stature lasting in the NBA for a long time because it's never history says it's never been done. Somebody that's 7 foot, 7'5", 7'7", like the Yao Mings, all them, Deshaun Bradley's, none of their asses lasted.
I'm gonna skip this topic. I ain't really big into basketball like that, but I ain't gonna skip it. I am gonna say like, far as Popovich, if you're dealing with blood clots and all that, I think you need to take some time off and deal with your family and just be with your family. You got a hell of a career behind you. I do know that you did everything you could have did in this sport. Take some time off, get well. And far as Wembley, like y'all said, big guy, them type of guys always get hurt. From even I remember as in Yao Ming, Yao used to get hurt back in the day. Them big dudes, them 7'6" and them kind of guys, they don't last that long, or if they do, they always, what I'm saying, just getting broke up. But that's my take on it.
Yeah, I know. I think it was Dre that mentioned the Wemby bandwagon. Yeah, I was in that motherfucker on the bandwagon. I said him and De'Aaron Fox over the next 7 years gonna get at least 2 rings. But a health scare like this is really concerning. To y'all point, a lot of these tall, linky athletes don't really last too long because it's like they got a lot of height, but their body isn't filled out enough to really carry the weight properly. With blood clots in the shoulder, I feel like that's a little too close to the heart. Real health scares. I think it means that San Antonio is pretty much done for the year. With Popovich, it's kind of like Phil Jackson, right? Like you gone, but you're never gonna be forgotten. I'm gonna give you 3 names real quick. Steve Kerr, we know he's an NBA champion. He's from the Popovich coaching tree. Mike Budenholzer, champion with Milwaukee. He's from the Popovich coaching tree, and I think he has 2 Coach of the Year awards. Uh, and the guy who had the little scandal up in Boston, down in Houston now, Ime Udoka, another good solid coach from the Popovich coaching tree. So his Popovich's mark on the NBA is long last. And Popovich was one of the ones that made it okay for people to start searching for these foreign players, i.e. Tony Parker, Manu Ginobili, Boris Diaw, among just a few. So Popovich, when he's done, he's gonna be gone, but not forgotten. He's gonna his resume is extensive enough. It's like Pat Riley, Phil Jackson, Red Auerbach, Greg Popovich. Those 4 coaches you never gonna forget, regardless of what happens in the game.
Hot topic debate. We got Gervonta Tank Davis versus Lamont the Reaper Roach. We talked about this fight for weeks and weeks and weeks, man. But now it's time to lock in our final predictions on who we got going to win. Our topic debate. Now, y'all, what's the X factor for this fight? What y'all think Lamont's path to victory is? And if Tank dominates, what do y'all think is next for him?
For Roach, man, it's just man, he just gotta stay. He just gotta stay there for all 12 rounds, man. If he can last all 12, man, it'd be a good day. But I don't even see that. I think, like I said, it might be over in probably like the 9th round for real. I'm gonna give it to like the 9th round. But for Tank, it's just whoever he wants to be, whoever he wants to fight for real. Like, I don't see him going down no time soon. But that's just me, y'all.
To be honest, this weight class is for a reason. Moving up two weight classes to fight Tank, that's a daunting task. You know what I'm saying? To be able to still have your speed, to still have enough power to keep him from pushing forward. I think that's a lot to ask for any fighter. You know what I'm saying? So, unfortunately, I do think Tank will take this one relatively easy. I wish he would have had a warm up fight at a higher weight class before going straight up to fight him. But we'll see. I'd be pleasantly surprised if Lamar can get it done.
I'm gonna say this. He actually went up one weight class. He went up to 135. He got the belt at 130. So it was a one. I don't think weight is gonna be a factor in this fight. I think it's gonna come down to skills, paying the bills. I'm definitely gonna have to lean towards Tank. I grew up with both fighters, been in the ring with Lamont, haven't sparred Tank. But I would say from my experience, I have to lean towards Tank, but Lamont Roach is not no slouch by a long shot. If Tank get in there falling asleep, it could be a long night for him. But I'm gonna go ahead and get an edge by Tank. Ain't gonna tell you how, because I know both fighters, and by me giving my opinion, sometimes they could take it personal because I do know both fighters. But I'm gonna lean towards Tank. But Lamont Roach do have a shot as well. Here's my take on it. I can't go too deep, being as though I got a personal relationship with both of them, and I don't want them to, take it personal on no type of level. So I'm gonna just give my honest opinion on who I think is gonna win the fight, and I'm gonna leave it at that.
All right, so I'm leaning Tank, but if we talking about keys to victory for Roach, footwork, make Tank respect your power. If you got power, you gotta make Tank respect it. And you gotta try to outbox him. It's gonna be something with, hey, like Rail said, you gotta last 12 rounds. And you gotta outperform him for 12 rounds. So them the keys to victory. Of course, and going to the body. I don't think people hit Tank's body enough. So that's the keys to victory for him. Um, what's next for Tank? Because I am leaning towards Tank. We want to see that Shakur fight. I mean, we debate about it, we talk about it. My guys go back and forth and give each other hell about it. So I like to see that. That's my take on it.
To be honest, man, I think a lot of us are gonna be surprised. Lamont not scared. You can see. I think he got a little bit of nervousness, but that's because if you don't got butterflies before a big fight like this, then nigga, you ain't human. You ain't real. You some robot. He got a little, but I don't think he's scared. I don't know. I don't know if Tank gonna stop him, but I know everybody is expect. A lot of people are expecting Tank to stop him somewhere between 6 and 8. I think it's gonna go a little further than that. I think Tank gonna fuck around and catch him with a body shot though. I think he's gonna catch him with a couple body shots that Lamont ain't gonna really like too much. But have we seen Lamont get dropped at all? Have we seen Lamont rocked in any fight? I haven't seen Lamont
Yes,
rocked. We have?
yes.
Who rocked him?
He fought.
I
He
know he
fought
lost
he fought the same guy that.
Hector Luis Garcia.
No, no, he punished him. He fought
You
the
talking about
same
Jamel
guy
Herring?
that Shakur
Oh,
Jamel
the
Hearn.
Jamel
There you
Herring.
go.
No, but Jamel Herring didn't rock him in that fight.
Jamel Hearn dropped him. If
Yeah,
I'm
Did
he
he
touched
drop
him.
him?
mistaken.
I swear he
Yeah.
ain't drop him.
Yeah,
Damn.
I think
I'm
he
gonna have to
dropped
go
him in
back
that
and
fight.
watch the early rounds because I know later on in that Jamel Hearn fight, Lamont hit Hearn with a couple jumps that had Hearn like, oh shit. He was cracking him late. Yeah.
Yeah, he was
And-
cracking
Bro,
his ass. For
Yeah,
shit.
y'all watched that whole fight. That wasn't a good night for Lamont.
No, it wasn't.
It
No,
wasn't, but it was a
no,
good
no.
ending.
Because he didn't come on till like round 7, 8.
7.
He came on late.
Later than that.
It was later than that. Yeah, I knew it was late. I knew it was later in that fight. And I
And
know
for
in the
the-
11th round, he caught him with some good shit.
For the record, for Dre, nobody wants to see that Shakur Tank fight, but Bravo. Like nobody want to see
I
that.
know, hell no. That's I like to see it.
Exactly.
Nobody want to
Thank
see
you.
that shit for
Bro,
real,
they
man.
just listen. Hey,
Look,
whenever you
but-
hear-
but- Now, listen,
Hold on,
hear me out. No, before y'all go, hear me out. To contextualize it to what Dre was saying, he said, "What's next for Tank?" Nobody want to see him versus Shakur X. Y'all want to see Tank? Y'all want to see Tank off Lamont and Shakur off the electrician?
All right, hold on. Let me ask you this
Taking his
though.
hand.
Hey, hold on, wait. Hold on, wait. Before you go, Derry,
All right.
can we stop trying to call this nigga electrician as a disrespectful term? Like, can we stop trying to disrespect?
The nigga was working.
Hold on, wait. Bro, listen to this name. Juan Manuel Marquez, right? When you hear that name, what do you hear? You think champion, Pacquiao trilogy, right? Do you know he was an accountant up until his 41st fight? He had a day job. Mickey Ward.
Was he accounting before the Pacquiao?
Yeah,
fight?
talk that shit. Tell him.
Was he?
Yeah.
No,
Mickey
was
Ward.
he an accountant before the Pacquiao fight?
Mickey
Let's not
Ward.
keep- No, slow it down. Was he an accountant right before the Pacquiao fight?
5 days.
He was accountant.
Up until his 40th fight, he was working as an accountant.
Was he
during
an
the day.
accountant before the Pacquiao fight?
Before
What fight was
Is that the
Pacquiao
only
3
fight you
times,
know
so
of
he
what?
had to be.
Come on, man.
So what?
Do you
He a fucking accountant.
right?
And that nigga.
And he's a champion. He was an electrician, but you see.
Well,
Can we stop
let me show
saying
you. I'm gonna show you the difference. Is Shakur? What's Shakur? Sell real estate? He accountant? Was he a masseuse?
See, you like to play,
What is
man.
Tank? But what is Tank?
You see what they do?
No.
That's why he made. That's why he made
hear me
lunch in
out.
sports because he
hear
be
me out.
lunching when it comes
Do
time
Tank
to
play
talk about
1-on-1 in a
Shakur.
1-on-1 basketball league on the
Who
side?
mentioned Tank? Why are we
Does
talking about Tank?
Do Benavidez own an
Come
auto
on, man.
mechanic shop? Is he an auto mechanic manager or some shit? Is the best fighters in the fucking world accountants, electricians? You naming niggas like
Bud is a
Marquez
real
and shit,
estate agent.
and Mickey Ward and motherfucking whoever the fuck white boy was.
All right,
You
all
don't know
right.
who Mickey Ward is?
He ain't motherfucking. He ain't Benavidez. He ain't Tank. He ain't Floyd.
Mickey Ward, bro. Mickey
You was
Ward
better
is a
off saying
legend in the
Bernard
He
Hopkins.
wasn't talking about Mickey Ward. He was
Fuck
talking
outta
about.
Bernard a goat.
Fuck
You
outta
talking
here,
about better
Mickey
off
Ward.
saying Bernard Hopkins? Not hate him, but he a goat.
Fuck you better
But
off saying
hey, I got a
Bernard
question
Hopkins.
for you.
Come on,
Fuck
bro.
Mickey
Before the
Ward.
topic
Fuck
changed,
Mickey Ward is.
but you keep talking about Shakur. I ain't give my full right, but I gotta ask you something. What do you expect Tank to do with Lamont?
Right.
And what's gonna happen when he don't do it? Let me hear this.
Why are
Yeah.
you doing that to me? I'm in the same
Because you
position
keep
you
jumping
in,
on
Because you
bro.
keep going on Shakur like he just a piece of
Yeah.
shit.
Because who
Right.
give a fuck
And
about
bro,
shit?
they always doing this with Shakur,
Yeah,
bro.
look, but
They
ask me
doing this
about.
because I fuck with Shakur. Shakur is
No,
my
You
currently
supposed to. If you know
currently right
boxing,
now,
your IQ up here, you gonna
look,
fuck with Shakur.
my top 3 right now currently is Bud, Shakur, and Benavidez after he showed me what he did with Morrell. Those are my top 3.
He
That's
over
cool.
he over both Beatribev and Bivol.
Yes.
Damn.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep.
is that
Right.
is that what is
I
that
think
because of
he's
style and
smaller, but he
likeness?
got better.
I think he is right because I feel like when Bivol
Bivol is like that.
when Bivol is nice, right? And when he was using that jab, and then better be able to throw that little strong right hand, and then
Yeah, talk
he
that
hit
shit.
him with the quick little combination and slide out to the side. Bro,
Bivol did way better in that fight, bro.
Stylistically
way better,
wise,
right?
is Bivol more stylistically wise a boxer or more like a puncher?
Bivol is a boxer,
He's a boxer.
And Benavidez is what you think
a
more
brawler.
of a boxer, but
He's a brawler.
He
He's
a
more of a
brawler.
brawler. But
Yeah.
so does it? So your opinion doesn't transcend through
Bivol
every
beats
weight class.
Benavidez.
you think
Bivol,
so?
absolutely.
I'm asking you a question.
Absolutely.
I
Because
don't know.
We hate
I think that's a long
Shakur
night
so
for
much
both of
because
them.
niggas don't know about boxing and we don't be knowing the sweet science. But yet you would sit here and say you take Benavidez over Bivol. So
Absolutely.
why don't your logic
Just like I take
transcend through
Bud
weight
over
class?
Canelo.
Why don't
do
your
you think-
logic transcend through weight class? That's all I'm asking you.
Straight up.
Because Bivol is not as elite of a fucking defensive technician as Shakur.
In his weight class?
Excuse me. I've seen Bivol get hit plenty of times. Canelo hit him. Then Canelo got frustrated because he started understanding if I keep him at the end of this fucking 75-inch jab, I'm good.
I think Bivol beats Benavidez too, just not as handily as he beat Canelo.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not mad at that take, right? Because Bivol been at 175 for a minute. Benavidez is just coming up to 75. The first fight, he hurt his hand in training camp. So his performance was less than
It's way more skilled than
We getting
Benavidez.
off topic though.
Yeah, okay.
Keep the
Right.
main thing.
The main thing is the
We
main
worry
thing.
about them niggas.
I think a lot of y'all gonna be surprised with this Lamont fight. I think y'all gonna get a nice little snippet of what is gonna be the blueprint for Shakur to kick Tank ass.
Hey, and what was your top three again?
Bud, Shakur, Benavidez.
Canelo's not in there no way?
Hell no. Canelo's never been in my top three.
Canelo on the decline.
That's
like
true
just
too.
overall though. Right now he is on the decline, but
To me, Canelo is actually the biggest international star that boxing has.
Now,
Right.
that's one thing I do want to tell y'all. I think in boxing, it's a disingenuousness when it comes to declines, where niggas don't give boxers the same grace they give other athletes. And I think it's very crazy because what niggas is risking while they on a fucking decline. Niggas be expecting niggas to be the same champion style fighter after they've been getting punched on for fucking 10 years.
No, I'm not saying the same fighter though. What I'm saying, if you want to decline, you want to decline. That's just what it is.
So what? So should Canelo bust a Andre Ward and just get up out of there?
Yo, you know what's
No, I ain't saying that. He got more in the tank, but he got a lot of miles on him. I can say that.
It's a lot of
Definitely got a lot of miles
35
on him.
plus niggas that still stars in boxing, and it's like it wasn't always like that. Like
now, boxing normally is a young man's sport. Normally,
Oh, a lot is you gonna have to name.
Why does Canelo don't even
6
have
or
a
more.
knockout for the last 5 years?
A lot
Talk
is
about
6 or
it.
more. I don't know. I can't name.
And they talking
6.
about he gonna stop Crawford. Come on.
I can't name
He's
6
not.
world fighters that's 35 or older. Like,
you can't.
you said a lot. Like hell no.
Lomachenko, Terence Crawford,
Canelo,
Arthur
Beterbiev.
No, I don't think Canelo 36. I think
Canelo
like
38.
Nigga ain't
34,
no,
but he got like
no.
fucking
I think
80
Canelo
He ain't
older than
38.
Bud.
He young.
For real,
He like
I swear
34.
Canelo
Is he?
young, bro.
I thought he was older than Bud.
He 34.
No, hell no.
He 34.
And Bud
Oh, yeah,
36.
33 or
Yeah, he is 34. You're right. Okay, I'm
right,
sorry.
and he got
My
like 80
apologies.
fights.
Yeah, he got
Got a lot of miles on him.
He got a 40-year-old's resume.
Right. So
Yeah.
I count Canelo in that too, and then fuck, your heavyweights are old.
But your boy Beterbiev
Heavyweight's
is
different
40.
though. That's different.
Yeah, heavyweight.
That's true.
Heavyweight.
They throwing
Heavyweight
less
is one of
punches.
those. Yeah, throwing
They
less
don't have to
punches,
make
they
weight.
bigger.
That's true.
There's a whole lot
That's
of
true.
stuff that go into a heavyweight.
Yeah,
That's
that's why Joseph Parker was able
Thank
to
you.
knock out Bacoli on that short notice. And I thought Bacoli was the boogeyman in heavyweight.
Hey,
And
look,
he
let
was
me say
like,
this. Can I just please? I'm sorry.
Go ahead. Jump in.
I just knew that Bacoli was about to start being a problem for some niggas,
Slim.
man. I was wrong, though.
Bro, I thought the fight was gonna go the way it did, but I thought it was gonna be the opposite way. I thought it was gonna be Bacoli that knocked out Parker in that early round. I thought he was gonna catch him clean because Parker was prepared for Dubois. And Bacoli,
and
but
Parker came in that motherfucker big.
He came in there sharp too, though. But Bacoli came in like 320. He came in too
big
big.
as shit.
Bacoli came in too big.
But I think he probably took the fight, not even in training camp, not even training, preparing. You know how sometimes they tell you stay ready so you ain't gotta get ready. I don't think
I agree with you there. I think Josh Padley was more in the gym than Bacoli was.
For sure.
Yeah, because you could just tell like just throughout the fight. But what I was saying was I think a lot of people are gonna be surprised with this Lamont fight. I don't think he's gonna go in there and get stopped easily. I think it's gonna be a little mini blueprint for what Shakur gonna do. Because
I want Lamont to win for real. I want him to win the fight.
I want him to win too. I wanted to at least go 12 rounds.
Yeah.
At least.
You know what I'm saying?
But you do think he's gonna get stopped though.
Me
I think it's gonna be
personally,
I think it's gonna be a
yeah,
body shot.
Uh,
yeah.
I think it's gonna
I
be a
think he's
body
gonna get
shot.
stopped, but I want him. I want him to do well so we can keep making money. That's the whole purpose of this fucking fight. Like
Yeah.
the whole like
He
Tank
shocked the
love this
world. He
nigga.
shocked the world, boy.
Tank love this
The
nigga for
next
real
5
because
reels gonna
he's
be on
getting him
y'all niggas.
paid.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. Oh, hey, listen. Hey,
like
if he
Niggas
shocked
gonna
the
get the
world,
Grand Theft Auto
listen.
wasted and everything. Niggas
Hey, if
gonna
he
get his
shocked the
cake.
world, I would be happy to be a meme on the wrong on the wrong
yeah,
end of a meme for him, bruh. I promise you, I would have no problems with that
yeah, I'm
because,
good.
like I said, I really think that how everybody thinks it's going to play out is going to be way different than how it really plays out. Like, because if we look at it at Lamont's last fight, right, he fought a bum. Frank
Yeah.
Martin was trash. Now, if
Yo,
you want to talk about it took somebody too long to get a nigga out of there, he didn't stop
yeah.
Frank Martin till like 8th, 9th round. Frank
And he
Martin
didn't
ain't that.
give a fuck about Frank Martin.
He didn't.
He actually care about this nigga he about to fight.
Yeah. So you think he might you don't think he gonna be get on? I think Tank got too much dog in him, right? To ever be like, I like this nigga too much to take it easy on him. I think he got too much
I
dog for
don't
that.
know if it's take it easy, but it's in the
Uh
back of his mind. This mental warfare shit, like you say all the time, is
huh.
real.
Yeah, it
I
is.
do not have a genuine dislike for this nigga.
Right. That's true.
It's in his mind. I know this nigga kids is in his mind. And I
Yeah.
think that's
So so
different
why
from
so
Lamont.
why so why would he purposely say, man, he not who I thought he was. I thought he was from the city. I thought he was from the trenches like
That's
me.
all we
He not
building up
from
the
That's
the
a
fight.
part.
We
trenches.
That's a
see
part of building
DC
up the.
versus
And
Baltimore.
coming to DC to camp and training.
It's all in
I
the
think that's
show.
all. That's all
It's
show
all
too.
in the
Mental
show.
warfare. It's all mental
It's
warfare.
all in the show.
You would
But in
I'm saying at that level of your career, you'll take that risk.
well, the
Coming to
nigga still,
DC training.
yeah,
You act
yeah.
like he ain't.
If he
You act
train,
like he don't. Like he hasn't done it before
niggas
though.
don't
It's
really
been a.
hate Tank in the city.
It's
It's
been a
not like how
while.
we
It's been a
made it.
while since he really had his training camp on the East Coast. But he always, but Five, he always stop past headbangers. Every once in a while that, like you said it when we went up there to meet the congressman and we was
I
in
don't
there
know
with
shit.
Jamal
I'm
Harvey.
letting y'all say y'all thing.
Nah, all right,
To the point where Darius trying to pin me in no corner. Y'all niggas ain't pinning me in no corner.
No,
I got to the same point that he
listen,
got, bruh.
it
I
was
know
it
both
was a
niggas,
comment
bruh.
made.
I fuck with both niggas.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
grew up with
right.
both niggas. I ain't
But
making no bold statements on the
nah,
So
nah,
because
it's cool.
I don't really lose. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I just hope, you know.
No,
all
I'm
I'm
just saying.
saying,
I'm just saying
If bro shocked the
it
world,
was a statement made when we went to go see
nobody.
Jamal Harvey and Calvin Harris, and we seen that the congressman and the young Olympian when we had that meeting that day. It was a comment made that all these niggas got to come through here to get that real dog in them, and Tank done been through here, so it's not uncommon for him to come here to train.
all I'm saying is like the mental aspect of I'm already on top and I have made this much money. I'm
Yeah.
giving little bruh a shot so he can get a bag too. Because in real life, that's what the fuck happened.
Despite the
but you got to
naysayers
be
and the
careful though.
critics.
But
Hey,
I
Dre,
already
think
tell him. Why
there's
you gotta be
already
careful, Dre? Tell him why they gotta be
You
careful.
got to be careful, man, because you can little bro him all day, but that little bro trying to take you out. He
yeah,
that's
coming
for
to
my
get
sure.
you
point.
out of
That's
there.
my
He
whole
trying to get
point.
you out of there.
Lamont is
So you
way
can't
hungry.
treat him like that. You got to treat him like you're an enemy. You know what I'm
Lamont is
saying?
Lamont
Like
been
you
in
can't
shape
play.
since like early December. Remember they supposed to fight in December.
He been in shape since before December.
And Tank
that's a
said
fact.
himself that he did that ploy with calling off the fight and doing all of that because Kent wasn't on schedule and certain
Yeah,
shit wasn't right. And
yeah,
he said out his own mouth, I'm not gonna
yeah,
embarrass myself. I'm not, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So if
He
like
definitely said that. Yep.
Yeah.
everything ain't going like it's supposed to go. So that mean like, I ain't saying it matters, but I'm saying that mean he just getting on the bike. And Lamont been
I
on the bike for a minute.
I
So I
think
think it gives
Lamont
It
Lamont a
can
little
matter
chance.
though.
is
It
hungry.
can matter.
It does matter, bro. That's what we
It
saying.
can. I think it has a possibility to matter though, for real. Because like AJ said, Lamont is just way hungrier right now at this moment than Tank is.
Lamont, like, I can't believe you gave me this shot. Like, you
Yeah,
my man, and I appreciate you getting me a bag, but I'm
yeah.
coming after the whole bag now.
So
And
what? So
they
so
flew
what's next
like
for
Lamont
Lamont?
never seen him in his life. You know
What's
what I'm saying?
next for Lamont once he shocked the world? That's what we need to be asking. That
Did
was
it be?
next for Tank.
Be a
Because we
rematch,
already
bro.
know what's next for Tank. Whatever Tank picks.
Did it be a
But
rematch?
you think rematch?
Yeah,
Rematch for
I was.
sure.
What? That's double the money.
It's a
I
clause
don't,
in there. It's a clause in there.
I
Double
don't
the
think
money.
It's a clause
if I'm
in
the
there.
Mon, I don't go for the rematch right away.
But it's a
No, hell,
clause.
the real
I
niggas
go
are
I
never
go
gonna
back to
do that.
30. I go back to
It'll be
30.
Tank. It'll
Lamont a
be
real
Tank's
nigga,
call.
man. Lamont a real nigga. He'll never do no suck ass shit like that. Nigga, I beat that man. Nigga, you what the fuck? You gave me the shot.
You gave
Why
me
the
the
fuck
shot.
would I
I'm
ever do
gonna
some
give
shit
you
like
your get back.
fucking right?
Yeah.
Why would I ever do some shit like that?
You could trilogy that
Why
shit
would
at that
anybody
point. You
do
keep
some
all the
shit?
money home.
Hell
Yeah,
no.
you could.
Nah,
Yeah.
it
You could
depends.
trilogy that shit
Depends
and
on how
keep
that.
all the money home.
It depends on how the second
So,
fight go.
so what
Yeah,
y'all saying?
true.
So what you
If he
saying,
go in there and
Bravo?
punish him in the second fight, then ain't no trilogy, bro.
Right.
You say beat him. You say he beat him in the first fight, and then what? Go back to 130, defend that title, and then try to do it. What would be
Yeah.
the move? That could be the
So what?
only move,
All
and
right.
that still wouldn't make sense.
So what I say is okay. You shocked the world, right? All right. Well, Tank said. Well, then again, because Tank already said he want to fight 3 times this year.
He got but Tank has the rematch clause, so he would have no choice but to fight him.
He got to
Is it
fight.
a rematch clause if Tank lose, and not a rematch
Yeah,
clause if he win? Like if he
So,
win, there's no rematch clause. That's an ass.
absolutely not,
no,
because he's the A
why?
side.
What the fuck?
He's way the A side.
So what if he go 12 rounds with Tank? You don't think it should be a rematch?
He probably won't. Tank
It
won't do
depends.
it
He got
again.
to do some Maidana shit. With
Yeah,
Floyd.
he got to damn near knock him out, and
He
everybody
got
be
to
like, he almost
He
fake
got
lost.
he
clip
got to he got to make him look like he got clipped.
He got to make him look bad. Yeah.
It
Where
got it
we
got
at
to
the
be
end
an
of the
ugly
fight, like,
win.
damn, Lamont should have won that bitch.
And I don't know
Yeah.
if niggas hate Tank like they hated Floyd. You know what I'm saying? So it's not the same. Tank still got a lot of fans. He still got
Tank get a lot of media hate though. Tank get a lot of media hate.
yeah, but
Maybe not a lot of fan hate, but he get a lot of media
stylistic
hate.
wise, he like the nigga we've been waiting for a long time. He like our current day Mike Tyson, dog.
Yeah,
Like
I don't
he talk,
disagree with that.
he talk that
Yeah,
shit. He walk.
boxing love that nigga, bro.
He look like that shit. He come from that shit.
Yeah.
It just is what it is. Like you know,
For the
can't
the
break
fans,
break
a
the
lot
player.
it's endless fans that love him. But the media be hating on him because he is the new modern day Mike Tyson.
And Floyd had a different fight style. So it's like Tank's still
Mhm.
in his. Even
He's
if you
still in his
hate him,
pretty boy man. He's
yeah,
still in his pretty boy
if you
phase.
hate him, his fight style, he clipping niggas like he's a
Mhm.
highlight reel. It's like it's hard to hate that when everybody's not doing that right now.
Absolutely.
Clipping niggas in like dramatic fashion. A lot
Yeah.
of people not doing that shit. And then not
You
people
know,
who do
a lot of these niggas is taxi drivers, but yeah, for sure.
who the culture care about certain shit, like certain shit matter.
Yeah.
And he ain't done a lot of bring your ass back. Now I'm bringing up what that shit you was saying earlier.
Hold on, I lost y'all. Talk to me. We still on the same topic,
We still on
Yeah,
the
we still
main
on Tank
thing.
Lamont.
We still here, Darius.
We on the
man.
main thing. We've been waiting for this episode before the last Saturday. Yeah.
Because I ain't gonna lie, cuz like I just don't see it. Like Lamont got superb. I went look, this what I did. This what I did. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna tell you exactly what I did. I said I ain't gonna be biased to neither one of them. Everybody see Tank every fight.
Right.
The same amount of people don't look at Lamont fights. Lamont can fight, and sometimes maybe people don't tune in, right?
Right.
I said, let me go look at
Even though he
what would I
started with
call.
Golden Boy, and he been on big cars, he been on big undercars, Canelo undercars. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta let
He
him
been.
cook.
Oh my
That's
bad.
what I'm
You right. My
saying.
bad. My bad. Go ahead.
And I said, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm going to go back and look at Lamont's last performance. So what I did was I went to go look at the fight where he won the belt. The fight that he won the belt, he did an okay job to me. He didn't do wonderful, but I
Right.
think he did enough, obviously, to win the fight. It was a good fight. He wasn't in there with a little super duck or nothing like that. But what I dissected from it was one. He got superb defense. His defense is pretty good. He don't got fucked up defense.
Right.
But one thing that stood out to me that I think Tank will explore is when Lamont throw his offense, he put himself at risk.
Yeah.
What I mean by that,
Sometimes he be admiring his work too much.
what I mean by that is, I'm gonna tell you, when he's sitting in front of you, he giving you all this, he good, right? If
Hmm.
you look at Tank, when he knocked people out, when he punch hard, he throwing regular punches. When Lamont throws his power punches, they more like
Yeah,
That's a problem. If Tank punch in between that type of shit, it's gonna be nighty night.
right. Yeah, you saying when he throw his power shots, he throw them too wide sometimes.
He throwing a lot of wide punches. He leaving
Yeah,
himself totally open. But I feel like he got a great coaching staff that like I was watching his
Actually got a lighter.
his
I
warm
need a
ups and shit.
charger. Fuck the lighter.
And all his punches was nice and short.
nice
He
and
was
short.
rolling on. He was real live, So I'm quite sure that they said, man, look, we can't be throwing no looping punches. We got
Right,
to realize we in here with a hell of a puncher. We got to
right.
stay defensive sound. They got to be working on defense.
You got
I
to.
know they
Yeah.
got to be doing a whole bunch of neck exercises, all type of shit to
Yeah,
strengthen
if
up.
you, I'm about to say, if you looked at them at the press conference, bro, like Lamar's shoulders looking big, his neck looking jive, like swole, like he,
Yeah.
yeah.
One more thing to add to this is I feel like
Tank
Lamont
knocking
be
shit out.
flat a little bit.
You say he
And
looking
what if
what?
he don't?
What you mean? What if
Mr.
he don't?
You
Mr.
He
can't, you
knocking
can't,
Mr.
talk,
everybody out.
Shakur hater.
you can't talk shit. You
Mr.
can't talk
Shakur
crazy
hater.
like that with a blurry screen. Niggas gotta see who the fuck you is.
You guys see me? He knocked everybody out.
No, he don't.
What? Who he knocked? The
Two,
only person he ain't knock out, he had a broken hand. That don't count.
it was two people that made it to the 12 to the final bell.
No, but I don't want to hear that because
Who's the
when you
second
talk about
person?
Shakur broken
Pitbull
hand,
and
he
who? Pitbull
flat.
and who?
Out of 30?
He pillow hands when his hands fucked up.
Pitbull
But
and
Yeah.
who?
Tank
Pitbull and who? Who's the second
What?
person that ran last?
What did you whoa, let's slow it down. What did you guys just say? For the people in the back end, y'all.
when you,
About what?
when Shakur fuck up his hands, we talk. Everybody always talking shit. But because Tank fucked up his hands, ain't no shit talking
He had
about
to send you the link.
Cause Tank knocked like 5
Hey,
niggas out after that.
Shakur. Hey,
What
Tank
are we
knocked.
talking
Tank
about?
dropped the nigga with a broken hand. Shakur didn't.
Shakur, he ain't dropped
No,
Pitbull.
Shakur dropped the nigga 3 times with 2 fucked up hands.
Tank did drop Pitbull. What are we talking about?
No, he didn't.
You got a computer. Your laptop ain't
What?
front of you?
Hey,
I
y'all
don't
see what he
remember
said
that.
there, right? Let's take a pause moment to find out because when we drop this, we gonna post the Tank knocking Pitbull the fuck out,
I
dropping
don't
his
remember
ass.
that. I gotta go
I
look
ain't
that
say
up. You
I
might
ain't
be
mean to say
right.
knocking him out. I
Yeah,
meant say
dropping his
his
ass.
ass.
I'm with you.
We gonna cut that out.
Did he do
and
that
show
though? Did
Tank
Tank drop
dropping his ass.
Pitbull?
If I'm not mistaken, I think Tank is the one that hit the canvas in that fight. It
What?
wasn't a knockdown, but it was a slip or a trip. But I don't remember Pitbull hitting the ground.
Oh,
I remember
Yeah, I
Tank
don't remember
falling.
that either.
matter of fact, hey, I got another phone right here for y'all. Wait, let me pull it up.
Bro, you ain't about to pull up that video. That don't exist.
Damn, he ain't drop him.
Hell no.
I don't remember that.
All right, I'm gonna stick to basketball then. If y'all don't remember that, I'm gonna stick to
He said, I'm
basketball.
gonna stick to
He said,
basketball.
I'm gonna come on here and start making up shit. Hey Joe, nah.
You must have thought it was the other way around. It was the other way around.
Yeah, I definitely see it. It say Isaac Cruz almost
the oth-
drops and rocks
the
Javante Davis. Oh
other
my
way around.
god.
bro.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's Tank on his butt.
Now, you want me to cut that out for you, Shiesty, or is that a lunch and Hall of Fame moment?
That's a luncheon Hall of
Yeah.
Fame moment.
That might have to
You
be
keep
in
that.
lunch and moments of the week next week.
You can
Yeah.
keep that.
Luncheon of the day.
Jesus Christ.
You can keep that. Oh, I ain't gonna lie. So hold on. He ain't
Hey,
dropping with a hook.
y'all, what
Who
his
he
name
dropped with
say?
the hook?
His name says the one. You might have to switch that to the 2, my friend.
The one that only for basketball. The one
He
and
is the
only for
one.
basketball.
He the number one luncheon ass
He
nigga in
is
the town.
smoking on the 2
The
right
one
now.
and only for basketball.
The good
And who the
good.
fuck dropped Pitbull though? I remember Pitbull hitting the canvas.
I
Nah,
don't think
Pitbull
Pitbull
ain't
hit
never
the
hit the
canvas.
canvas. He got a hell of a chin. He got a triple G chin.
Yeah,
Oh,
he got
yeah?
one of them. He got one of them Russian chins. He got his motherfucking chin made in Kazakhstan somewhere.
Yeah, facts.
So
But
everybody unanimously got Tank, huh?
Duh.
I got Tank. I
But I
think
want Lamont to win.
I think he
I'm
gonna fuck
hoping
around.
for a good fight.
I think he gonna. No, it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be an amazing fight.